Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Vikeejeah, and I am here to do the TMI tag. So, I am like the queen of TMI. Everyone tells me this. Everyone's told me this for like my entire life. I'm just very open, almost to a fault. Question one: what are you wearing? I am wearing a white tee from ASOS and a pair of Avenue jeans. Have you ever been in love? Yeah, a couple of times. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah. How tall are you? I'm 5'6". How much do you weigh? I weigh, I think at my last weigh-in, it was 290 pounds. I know some of that is water weight, but most of it isn't. And I will do a weight loss update with y'all real soon. But by the time I do that update, I'm gonna have a better number for you. Any tattoos? No, but I do want one. Any piercings? Just the ones that you see. As far as open holes go, I don't have any more except the two that you see. I had a couple of the cartilage ones, and I had my tongue pierced and my nose pierced at one point, all of which are closed. What the fuck is OTP? What is OTP? I gotta Google this. This is the second time that I've seen this, and I didn't know what it meant, so I Googled it. And apparently one true pairing. So I guess I would say Joan and Tony. If you don't know who Joan and Tony are, then you didn't watch this show that I am referencing, and that's just too bad for you. What is your favorite show? It is not the show I was just referencing. My current favorite show is How to Get Away with Murder. My all-time favorite show is Sex and the City. Who are your favorite brands? ASOS, Eloquii, Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryant. Something you miss. This is the TMI tag after all. Sex. Favorite song? Worst Behavior by Drake. And this is the second time I've said this. It's still my jam. Like, it's funny. How old are you? 31. Zodiac sign? Scorpio. Quality you look for in a partner? I'd really love someone who embraced my eccentricities and thought that they were like cute. What is your favorite quote? Who gonna check me, boo? Who is your favorite actor? When I think about who I've been following my entire life, I gotta give it to Johnny Depp, because when I used to want to be an actress, I followed his career very extensively. Johnny, he played Ed Wood, which was really dope. He when he did Blow, I really loved that movie. I like Gilbert Grape, but I don't know. It was still early on in his career. I think he was really trying to figure himself out still. And I liked when I think his breakout role for me, it's probably not the actual case, but Edward Scissorhands was when I really started to pay attention to him as a character actor. And yeah, it's been really amazing ever since. Sweeney Todd, even though the movie was shit, he was magnificent. So yeah, Johnny Depp. Favorite color is teal. I love teal. Almost turquoisey teal. Really rich and deep, and more green than blue. Loud music or soft? I like loud music. Where do you go when you're sad? To my bed. How long does it take you to shower? On wash day, it's about 30 minutes. Any other day, it's probably like 15. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? On a regular day, less than around 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm a night showerer. So, have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes, quite a few times. Listen, don't read too much into what I just said. I'm not some brawler out in these streets. Like, I'm not like, pop off, son. I'm not like, that's not me. I'm a grown ass woman. But I have been in physical fights. Most of them were when I was a teenager, and it wasn't just a handful of fights. I lived in the city, and sometimes you just had to prove yourself in order to keep people from harassing you or whatever the case may be. And I just asserted myself. It was usually, I think there's only one time where it wasn't in defense of myself, it was in defense of someone else. But I've never been a bully, like I don't pick fights with people. But yeah, not everything can be solved with talking. I am not, at least in my life experience, that is the case. If it's been different for you, congratulations. Turn-ons. Humor. Chivalry. The appropriate combination of intellect and relatability. And someone who isn't blinded by gender expectations and is vulnerable. I really love that. Now, that doesn't mean be a fucking crybaby, because I'm not. So I don't expect the person I'm with to be. But it also doesn't mean, pretend that, that fake macho. I hate that. Because the next question is turn-offs. And that's a big one that I hate. Pretending to be something that you're not, and having it consume you to the point where you're just like irrational about it. That's a big turnoff for me. People who are compulsive liars. It's just the worst. It's truly the worst. I almost put it up there with like the worst things that you could possibly need in the world. It's really, really bad. Turnoffs. Yeah, stuff like that, like arrogance or conceit, I guess, when it's one thing to be sure of yourself, right? That's confidence, that's self-assurance, things like that. But I think when somebody is like obnoxiously arrogant with like, and you can tell that it's on this like really weak foundation and they're just kind of being super fake, that's a turnoff to me. Yeah, that's passive aggression. Ew. If you want to set me off, like really make me mad, that's passive aggression. I am not someone who handles that at all. And I will call you out on it. And I don't care who's around. Like, all my Scorpios out there, if you feel me, go ahead and comment, because I just can't hold it in. It's almost like, you know how like someone who has obsessive compulsive disorder, they get like tics and they get like really anxious about it. That's me. When there's a situation where people are being very obviously phony and doing it at the expense of someone else, it eats away at me. And I have like this need to protect or defend. And I get, especially when it's about me, oh my God, don't even play with me. I will call you out in a hot second. And I don't give a dang if you like it or not. Like, if you can handle it or not is irrelevant. You shouldn't have started the crap. And that's exactly what you get. Like, that's where I will go with that. You guys are getting to know me pretty well. I hope you enjoyed this video. The reason I joined YouTube, I think I mentioned this in my small YouTuber tag. I joined YouTube just, because it was part of Google and you joined it and whatever. But the reason that I started to do videos is what I guess the question is actually leading towards. I started doing videos after I watched some people who were into like natural hair and stuff. And I wanted to try to get into that. And then I realized that I actually liked makeup, doing makeup and things like that more. And so I went for that instead. And I also wanted to record my weight loss journey. You see how that's going. I done gained 20 damn pounds. What are your fears? My fear is to... One of my biggest fears, you guys, and this is like sister to sister time right now. One of my biggest fears is to end up with somebody that I don't, that I like regret being with and feeling like I can't get out of the relationship. It's part of the reason I don't want to have kids. Part of the reason. Operative word there. Part. The other reason is that I just don't. But, I see so many people who are, even if they're not with the person, are like stuck with them because they have kids with them. And I just really don't want that. And of course people say to you, oh, you don't know if that'll happen to you. And that's right, you don't. You don't know if it will or won't. So the best way to avoid it is probably just to not. That's fear is usually irrational. So I am aware that there's an element of irrationality to that. But since I just plain old don't want kids anyway, it's just kind of like a nice way to get out of that. If I am being, very super duper real with you guys, another one of my biggest fears is that I'm Black and my kids will be Black and our world is not in a space where I can guarantee that my children are going to grow old. So I don't want that hurt. I don't want that trauma of possibly losing my children to racism, to profiling, to police brutality, or just someone's hate. And I think that's a valid fear. I guess those are my fears. My fears are mostly outside of myself. Just potential for something like that to happen in my life. I think that my purpose is to reach others and inspire and nurture and mentor in that way. So I guess my last fear would be that I not get to do that. It's very important to me that I am able to do something like that with my life, with my platform, etc. And so, yeah, I would hope that I could be able to do that. Last thing that made you cry. I woke up crying one day. Like I had a dream and I woke up and I was crying. And I trying to remember what the dream was about. I know it was about my grandmother. She has stage 4 lung cancer, but I don't remember what happened in the dream. I just know that I woke up crying. So I guess that's the last thing that made me cry was a dream I had. Last time you said you loved someone, I say that every day. I say it to my family. So meaning behind your YouTube name, it is my name with a funky spelling. Victoria James Vikeejeah. There it is. Last book you read, I am 5 chapters from finishing Americanah. So, Americanah. I'll link it in the description box if you guys want to check it out. It's a great read, really easy read. If you're someone who's an avid reader, you can finish it in a day or two. If you are not, then probably a week. Like if you just kind of read it every chance you get. The book you're currently reading. Americanah. Last show you watched. I watched something on HGTV. I don't remember what it was. I don't really watch TV that often, and if I do, it's the Food Channel because I love cooking. So I watch the Food Channel. I watch HGTV, or I'm watching like How to Get Away with Murder, or Blackish, or Fresh Off the Boat, or just something that isn't. That's something that is a TV show, because I don't really like reality shows that much. I might watch Project Runway, but if it gets too reality show-ish, like drama for the sake of drama and all that, I'm turning the channel. I don't have time. Last person you talked to. My friend Zing. The relationship between you and the last person you text. I believe that was my co-host, Tanika. Let me just double check. The last person I text was my aunt Letitia. What is your favorite food? My favorite food are Jamaican beef patties. Like, I have no business eating them. If I can find a recipe for gluten-free paleo Jamaican beef patties, lifesaver. But yeah, I like to have them every now and then. They're really good, and it's like the perfect thing to eat for dinner when you don't feel like cooking. Place you want to visit. I would like to visit Egypt because I really want to visit the pyramids and the Egyptian museums, and just get a dose of that history that I know is not directly connected to my lineage, because my lineage is West African, but history of like one of the first major civilizations, and just being able to experience that, being able to walk into a pyramid, hopefully, and see history from millennia ago. I think that would just be really amazing. Yeah. Last place you were, besides my house, my grandmama's house. I went to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. I mean, I live a pretty regular life. If it's not the mall or the grocery store, or I don't really do all that much. Do you have a crush? No. Last time you kissed someone that wasn't a relative. Gosh, last time I kissed someone. I mean, I'm assuming that this is supposed to be romantic kissing, but if it's not, then it was the other day. I kissed my grandmama on the cheek. But if it was like a romantic kiss, it's embarrassingly long time ago. A smooth, maybe year or two. Lori. Last time you were insulted? Today. Today on Facebook. Yeah. Sometimes people just, they lash out at you for things that don't even make sense to lash out at you about. And it's real, when you already know that it's not you, it's just so easy not to internalize it, at least for me. I know it's not me, the reason that you kind of popping off, but I don't all right, girl. That's honestly how it's that. I don't know if that's the turn of the 30s or what, but thank goodness for it. The favorite flavor of sweet chocolate. What instrument do you play? My voice. I sing a little bit. Favorite piece of jewelry? My hoops, man. Gold and silver. I love a good hoop. Last sport you played? I don't play sports. Last song you sang? That's all that matters, that matters, that matters. No one can take away what's yours and mine. A Estelle, All That Matters. Favorite pickup line? I don't use those. Favorite pickup line that I've heard? I don't like pickup lines either. It has to be really smooth. Like, it has to not seem like a pickup line. So, I really can't answer that one. Have you ever used it? No. Oh. Last time you hung out with anyone? My fam. I hung out with my fam this weekend. Who should answer these questions next? Well, I will leave who will answer these or should answer these questions next in the description box under nominations. I'll nominate 3 people. And I'm just going to pick randomly from my list of subscriptions because a lot of y'all. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, you guys, you definitely should. I do 2 to 3 videos a week. I love doing this. I am currently having a giveaway that you guys can participate in. It ends December 1st. And I just want to thank you guys for sitting with me as I got a little deep on that ass. And I'll be back with more makeup tutorials pretty soon. This is actually the Carly Bible palette on my eyelids here, and a little bit on the highlight. Beams on fleek. I will also be back with another ColourPop swatch video. I am waiting on a shipment of the latest lippies that came out. So it's going to be a little bit of a delay because I wanted to get a couple of those too. And Ray Ray just came out with a lippy from them. And I was like, girl, yes, all right. So we'll get them soon. I'll get that swatch video out to you soon. A couple of palette videos are coming up, like reviews and demos. So yeah, stay tuned for it. And I will see you next time.